In Cherry Hill, New Jersey, outside of Philadelphia, Chef Greg Vernick grew up in a true food family. His grandfather owned a butcher shop and a market, and his mother ran a restaurant of her own. After earning culinary and hospitality degrees, he worked for renowned chef Jean-Georges, first at his New York restaurants, then as a chef trainer around the globe, before becoming executive chef at New York's Tocqueville.
In 2012, he came back to Philadelphia, opening Vernick Food and Drink, celebrated for no fuss, new American cooking. This year, the Philadelphia Inquirer called it the best restaurant in the city. And Vernick just took home the 2017 James Beard Award for Best Chef in the Mid-Atlantic region. Chef Greg Vernick, welcome to The Dish. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Oh, come on. What did it feel like to get that?
It felt a little crazy. You know, I didn't exactly know what to do when you're up there. I kind of wish I could hit rewind and do it again because I'm getting made fun of a lot for my little speech I made. But it was great. It was an honor.
That's genuine emotion when you see it there. What is this wonderful meal that we have here?
So we did sort of like a little summer picnic situation. I think we need to start with a cocktail first.
Don't mind if we do.
All right.
We did like a summer watermelon cocktail with ginger and gin and some cucumber and fresh lime juice.
And there's vermouth in this as well. I've got the ingredients list over here because I'm taking it home.
Yeah, just like a really nice fresh cocktail.
Yeah.
And then we have a couple sort of summery salads, some grilled romaine with stone fruits, quinoa salad with grilled corn and blue cheese, a beautiful tomato tart, and then whole roasted leg of lamb with mustard and anchovy. And then last, we did a cannoli stuffed with strawberry mousse.
Last but certainly not least.
Definitely not least. I mean, we could start with that if you want.
Oftentimes we do. You started as a kid that really just grew up in a kitchen, in restaurants. I mentioned the background. How did that shape you, being like that?
I mean, it was my childhood. It's a lot of my memory revolves around being in my mom's restaurant. She had like a little luncheonette. And my grandfather and I would be playing in the back, making little sandwiches and salads, and they all were disgusting, but he would eat them, and I would like sample him on them. And then before that, my grandfather had a butcher shop in Philadelphia, so it's a little bit of third generation food business.
Yeah.
So you know, it's been really nice.
And when you were a teenager, your parents said, "You're not going to camp. You're going to get a job."
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't happy about that. I just remember like I was 13 and they were like, you can't go to camp anymore. You need to get a job. And so we made up like a fake resume with my grades and like my activities, and I liked basketball and stuff. And we drove up and down the Jersey Shore, just dropping off resumes. Yeah. And finally somebody like accepted it and interviewed me on the spot. And you know, I don't know if I should say this, but I lied to them. I said I knew how to cook, and I had no idea.
It's too late now. Yeah, you did okay for yourself.
I got back in the car, and I was like, Mom, I got a job. And she's like, I told her the story, and she's like, but you lied. So, yeah, so I guess it worked out great, but I also, a little life lesson at the same time.
You ended up working with Jean-Georges, training chefs all around the world.
Yeah.
What was that experience like?
It was amazing. I mean, I felt like for a moment I had the greatest chef job in the world. In a lot of ways, I was a fly on the wall because you get to see, you know, a hotel come to life. Not just a restaurant, but you get to sort of be a fly on the wall and see everything happen.
It's a great business education if you're... Yeah,
you know, it was amazing. And at the same time, I was sort of building a curriculum as to what it would take to open my own restaurant.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was a lot of time on the road in hotels, but you know, every opening we got a little bit better, and I got a little more experienced, and to the point where I was like, you know, I think I could do this myself.
And you did, and you and your wife Julie back in Philadelphia. Why was it so important for you to go back home and do this?
I mean, Philadelphia is home. It's always been home. It was always sort of a conversation. It's the third city we lived in. I love living in cities. I love New York. I loved Boston, but there's no like sense of home like Philadelphia was, and now we have a family there, and it just is a special place to us. It really does feel like home.
Well, it sounds like you have a special place there now, given what's happening with your restaurant.
We're having a lot of fun.
That's great.
It is The Dish, so as I have you sign it, let me ask you if you could have a meal with anyone, past or present, who would it be?
I really think it'd be cool to have all of like my past mentors sit down with me and sort of break bread. People like Jean-Georges and Greg Vernick and Mark Lepico and Ken Oringer, sort of a small group of people who like taught me the ways That'd be amazing.
Maybe have everybody cook a little something too, and what a meal.
I think I would cook. I'd be like, look what I became. Like, you know.
Thanks to you guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
Chef Greg Vernick, thank you.
Thank you guys very much.
And for more on Greg Vernick and the dish, you can head to our website at cbsthismorning.com.